everyone. Today we are going to study chapter number 10 of Honeysuckle English textbook of class 6. The chapter is The Banyan Tree, written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a very famous Indian writer. He has written many stories and books for children. This is also an exciting story of a fight between a mongoose and a cobra that has been depicted at his grandparents' house in Dehradun. Mongoose is well known for his ability to fight and kill the venomous cobra. Thus, the fight of the cobra and the mongoose seems a classic drama that can often be seen in India, in which most of the times mongoose is the winner. Before starting the story, I introduce you the characters. The characters are the author himself, author's grandparents, squirrel, author's friend, cobra, mongoose, crow and myna. These are the animals in the garden. Let us start the story. The author lived at his grandparents' house. Though the owner of the house were his grandparents, but he claimed that he was the owner of the magnificent banyan tree. He claimed so because his grandfather was 65 years old and could not climb the tree. The author spent most of his time on the tree and hid himself in the branches. From there, he watched the surrounding area. The author felt very happy and joyful to see the opened out branches of the tree. These branches hang from the tree and took roots again, and thus these roots formed many turning passages. Various animals like squirrels, snails and butterflies also lived in the tree. The tree was very old, older than the house and grandfather. It was as old as the city Dehradun. A small squirrel that lived in the tree became his friend. In the beginning, he did not like the author's presence, but when he realized the author was not armed with anything like catapult or air gun, he became friendly. The author started bringing him small pieces of food like cakes and biscuits. The squirrel also began to take this food from his hands. Very soon, the squirrel started going deep into the author's pockets for whatever he could find. In spring, the banyan tree was the noisiest place in the garden. There were a variety of birds like bulbul, parrots, myna, and crows chirping on it. The boy had made a rough platform on which he used to sit and read the adventurous books like Treasure Island, Huckleberry Finn, and the story of Dr. Dolittle. When he did not like reading, he enjoyed the view of his surrounding. One day, it was very hot. Due to warm breezes, everyone was indoors. The author was sitting on the banyan tree and thinking of going to the pond. He wanted to swim with the buffaloes and Ramu. At the same time, he was also feeling drowsy. Suddenly, he saw a huge black cobra and a mongoose coming out of the bushes. He left the idea of going to the pond or taking rest. The mongoose was a super fighter, clever and aggressive. The cobra was also a skillful and experienced fighter. He was very fast and could strike with the speed of light. He had sharp fangs of deadly poison. Now the battle of champions started. The cobra raised 3 of his 6 feet off the ground and spread his broad spectacled hood. The mongoose whooshed his tail. The long hair of his spine stood up. Both the mongoose and the cobra did not know that the author was watching them. Two other spectators, a myna and a crow, were also watching them from the clump of cactus. The cobra was trying to persuade the mongoose with his false movements, but the mongoose knew the power of his enemy, so he fixed his focus on attacking just below the cobra's hood, and thus the mongoose opened the attack. The mongoose made false movement just close to the cobra. Immediately, the cobra attacked very quickly, and it seemed that the mongoose could not be saved. But the mongoose jumped at one side and bit the snake on the back. Now, the crow and the myna also joined them in the fight, but they attacked at each other in the air and returned safely to the cactus twice. The second round of the fight between the mongoose and the cobra was the same as the first one. Third time, the myna and the crow also tried to join the fight. But instead of colliding, the myna returned on the cactus plant and the crow continued the fight. As soon as the crow attacked the cobra hit the crow with full force. The author saw the bird falling down 20 feet away the garden. For a while, it kept fluttering and then it became still and died. The fight between the cobra and the mongoose was still continued. The myna was on the cactus plant and did not interfere after this. At last, the mongoose held the cobra by the snout. The cobra coiled itself about the mongoose in a very frightening manner, but it was defeated and killed. The myna was watching all this. It fell down to the ground and looked into the bushes. It gave a shrill cry of congratulation and flew away. This was the story of your chapter, The Banyan Tree. Now, I will ask you some questions. The first question is, with whom did the author live? The answer is, the author lived with his grandparents. Second question is, where did his grandparents live? Answer is, his grandparents lived in Dehradun. Third question is, who was the owner of the banyan tree? Answer is, the author was the owner of the banyan tree. Fourth question is, which animals lived in the banyan tree? Answer is, snails, butterflies and squirrels lived in the banyan tree. Question number 5 is, which animal became author's friend? Answer is, a small squirrel became author's friend. Question number 6 is, which birds visited the banyan tree in the spring? The answer is, bulbul, parrots, myna and crows visited the banyan tree in the spring. The seventh question is, where did the author usually spend his afternoons? The answer is, the author usually spent his afternoons on the platform he had made on the banyan tree. Now question number 8 is, which books did the author like to read? The answer is, the author liked to read the books like Treasure Island, Huckleberry Finn and the story of Dr. Dolittle. Now the ninth question is, what exciting scene did the author witness from the platform in the banyan tree? The answer is, the author witnessed the scene of a fight between a cobra and a mongoose. Now the 10th question is, who joined the fight between the cobra and the mongoose? The answer is, a crow and a myna joined the fight between the cobra and the mongoose. Question number 11 is, who was the winner of the fight? The answer is, the mongoose was the winner of the fight. Question number 12 is, who made a shrill cry of congratulations? The answer is, the myna made a shrill cry of congratulations. Now some difficult words of the chapter are, magnificent means splendid, invasion means the act of invading, squabble means an argument over something, sniffing means smelling something by taking air, crude means unpolished, drowsy means sleepy, aggressive means violent, defensive means protect someone or something from attack. Grammatical devices used in this chapter are phrasal verbs, the words which are followed by prepositions or adverbs, such as delving into, flock into, squabbling with, made up, darting away. You can make more words like this. Use of adjectives of degree. Positive degree has been used in this chapter in the sentence, the tree was as old as Dehradun. Comparative degree has also been used in this chapter in the sentence, the tree was older than the house. You can make more sentences like this by using positive degree and comparative degree. So today we focused on the detailed summary as well as explanation, difficult word meanings, question answers and grammatical devices. I hope that you have enjoyed the chapter. Thank you.